Hi guys, Eric Frank here, Performance Ag Indiana, and it's Field Checkup Friday. Man, it is my favorite time of year here in the countryside as we are all going out getting the crop out of the field for the 2020 season. Today's topic is phantom yield loss. What is phantom yield loss? Well, phantom yield loss is actually the loss of dry matter out of the kernel based on the plant is naturally drying itself down. Well, we know that phantom yield loss has an effect on the crop. So let's say, for example, you go out, you harvest a field at 200 bushels at 24%. You come in, go cut some soybeans 3 weeks later, come back in, it's doing 180. You lost 20 bushels. Why is that? Well, we know for every point that basically we dry in moisture, we can lose almost up to a percent basically in yield. But phantom yield loss is more than just dry matter coming out. It's weather coming in and blowing it over, or something else happening. You know, a lot of the time we have to understand with phantom yield loss is it's just not about the drying matter of the corn, but going in a timely manner and maybe starting harvest at that 25%, drying that crop down naturally, we have a lot more control in it. The more control we have in something, it tends to work out better for us in the end. So just like having the control in your field scripts, or having the control in the applications you put down on your farm, the same way happen for drying corn. When we dry that corn plant ourselves, we can actually reduce the loss in yield from that corn crop. One of the other reasons we really like to go get corn when it's between 25 and 23% is you got less lines in the elevator, let alone the opportunity for premiums, which can actually help the bottom line in the end for the farm for the year. When you couple that with the management style too of, can I get in and go get my ground tilled quicker? Can I get some anhydrous put on this fall? Because our window is actually bigger. As we talk about phantom yield loss, one of the other things we really don't think about sometimes is the plant integrity. How is our plant coming through the year? Did we have a hail event? Did we have anything else that affected this? Wind, heavy amounts of rain, drowned out. All these contributing factors can equate to yield loss that we don't even think about. For example, last week I was walking a field with a grower up in northern Indiana. Earlier in the year, he had a massive hailstorm come through. The corn's still standing, but looks pretty damaged. We know this corn is a high moisture corn, but if we let this grain stay in the field, knowing it's 27%, how much could we lose if we have another wind event come through? So the grower, we made a decision. We're gonna go start shelling this corn at 27% moisture. At the end of the day, he can naturally dry down that corn easier and more efficiently than letting it dry down in the field, knowing he's gonna spend a little bit more money in drying cost, but taking the extra yield versus what he could lose is a win for him. What we're really looking to do is space out harvest. Not only can we space out our trucks getting to the elevators in a timely manner, but we can also make sure and manage that we don't have a weather event come through or lose more yield basically to drying down of the natural crop. No matter what your harvest plan is, always remember that in the end, it's about getting it into the field in a timely manner, in a safe manner. For Field Checkup Friday, I'm Eric Frank with Performance Ag Indiana, and we'll see y'all later.